This is my mom, Elsie, and she was diagnosed with breast cancer when she was 44 years old, and she had a radical mastectomy. And after the operation, she really decided it was time to start living her life to the fullest, and she always wanted to be a scuba diver. So a year after her diagnosis of breast cancer, her and I took scuba lessons together. And we took lessons locally here at Aquari. We got certified, and then we took a trip to the Bahamas. And we did about 15 dives in the Bahamas. And each dive for her, just to see her being weightless and surrounded by the pretty coral and the colorful fish, and just to watch her spirit come alive was just an incredible experience for me. And it really helped her. It helped her forget about the cancer and all the problems that come with it. While my mother was going through a lot of her chemotherapy and the whole sickness with this, you just really have a feeling of helplessness, that you really want to be able to do something. So after she died in 2000, again of recurring breast cancer, I thought, you know, if I can give back, and I saw what the scuba experience did for her, so that was my idea, to be able to give back and to be able to do this with other women. So I started a foundation called Survivor Diver. We started a class, the 3 women came in and they were like terrified, they were all quiet and real timid, and I think some of them had I guess concerns of their health and are they going to be able to do this sport. A lot of them were just only several months out of treatment, and I know they had concerns about that. And each week as the class went on, each week their confidence level grew. They started talking about plans for the future. Stephanie started designing her own jewelry. She came in one week and she said, you know, I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to like design my own jewelry, and just their life was really starting to expand and grow. And I think the confidence of the scuba class has really helped them with that.
And I was doing a breast exam and I found the lump. And I thought, oh hell, I have breast cancer. And I just, you know, like, ugh. And I cried and I said, I'm not dealing with this right now.
6 months later, they wanted to do a follow-up mammogram just to see, you know, see the area. And they said, while we're at it, let's do a mammogram also of the left breast, just so we can compare that side with a normal side. And the cancer showed up on the left side.
I went over there and had a biopsy, and in his feeling of it, he was like, well, 99% sure it's nothing. Your sister always has fibroids. It's probably nothing, but let's be on the safe side. He biopsied it, and he said that he was shocked when he found out it was cancer. And I guess the feelings at that moment were, I was at the same time going through denial, going through the, oh my God, what am I going to do now? What are my next steps?
So with this foundation, I was thinking of probably the best way to get started with a fundraiser, and we did an event called Dive for Life. And we did it at a local pool at Dundalk Community College, where we got the community involved and families, where we did a Discover Scuba. So anyone, if they were over the age of 10, could come in and experience scuba with an instructor, get in the water, play games, have a good time, and just feel what it was like to be weightless and have fun with your family.
Now your regulator will be in your mouth, you'll be breathing as you do that, and just drop down real slowly as we go, okay?
Well, a friend told me about the dive, and I had never done it. I'm a breast cancer survivor, and I thought it'd be a neat thing to do.
3 years ago, I was diagnosed with liver cancer. I received a partial liver from my brother-in-law, and I've been getting back along pretty well. And diving has been a big part of it.
Once you have to come to terms with possibly dying, it changes everything. The things that I've made the most changes in is it's become really important to me to leave each relationship in my life the best that I can at the time. There were some people that I had to fix things with when I was going through the surgery, because at that time I was still so scared by it. I didn't know how long I would live, and I wanted to fix things. And I'm much more courageous now. I'm putting myself out there and leaving things well with people the best I can. It's given me more courage to try things that I thought were too hard. When something comes up, you just push through it, and I think a lot of that courage comes from the experience that you've been through. I'm also I don't put things off anymore. If I've always wanted to scuba dive, I do it now because I don't know how long I have. You don't look at life, when you're young you think you live forever, and now I understand how fragile life is. I get it, and I'm gonna go for it all the way. I feel like I got a second chance, and I'm gonna do it right.
We're gonna get you into the pool.
It was a great experience for me, one, because my nieces were there, which were my mother's 2 oldest grandchildren, and it was her dream to be able to go diving with her grandkids one day. And for me, that's what we did. I was able to experience that role with her. I took over her role and dove with my nieces, and for me, that was a rewarding experience.
I wanted to stay under the water for hours, and I wished that they had like little tubes of air in the ocean where you could just hook up and get more air and just stay under there for like hours, because I just didn't. I was like a kid in a candy store, you know.
But again, I think it's the difference cancer makes. I had this wonderful opportunity to do this trip, and I wasn't going to let it pass. And secondly, I knew I could do it. I knew I had the strength to do it and push past it, and I knew I'd be disappointed if I didn't do it.
I used to live to work. Now I work to live. That's the biggest change in my life.
Our foundation is really helping women to, I guess, one, give them the information of the importance of hormone balancing, and we need to make sure that women get saliva tests. Our organization is helping women that basically to be able to have the availability to have a saliva test done, to have the hormone levels tested. If you'd like your own information about possibly planning your own event, your own Dive for Life event, we have a website, and that is www.survivordiver.com. You can contact me, and also if you are a survivor or high risk and want more information, we have doctors on our advisory committee that are willing to give consultations to people affiliated through the foundation or contacted through my foundation to help with any questions for determining hormone imbalances and any problems with breast cancer.
I just want to say thank you to everybody that supported me and supported Survivor Diver in letting me become a Survivor Diver. Thank you.
It was overwhelming to me that an organization had been established just to help people like me. And I was overwhelmed by the generosity, the equipment, the trip, the instructors. I haven't even met the people who made this trip possible, but I would like to say thank you.
I also would like to say thank you to everyone who made this possible. I think one of the biggest things that I came away with from this whole experience was experiencing Lisa's generosity and the generosity of all the people that that supported us. I had not, I don't think, ever experienced something of that magnitude given to me, and I was very, very grateful and very thankful. It was an uplifting experience for me after going through really kind of a